Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video on how I do pronoun robots for my fighting game servers. I figured it would be very useful if you run a tournament server nowadays, or you have a server for your locals. And this is just a good resource for that. This is also a good resource if you want to put in a robot to ping people when they want net play or when they want to hear about your tournaments. But mostly I'm just going to be discussing putting in pronouns. So the importance of putting in pronouns, I hope you understand. It's just good to know people's pronouns, and it's an easy way to do so to let people put in their own pronouns into their servers. This also gives you an easy way to, if you do online tournaments, you can, before your tournament, you can see, okay, who's in the Discord server has a pronoun role, and you can basically put their pronouns on stream. Obviously, you gotta put a disclaimer when you buy your pronoun robot, but that's just what I do. So anyways, I use Zira. This will be a guide for specifically Zira because that's just what I use. I find it lightweight and easy to use. So yeah, so basically I made a test Discord server, but whatchamacallit, this yeah, so I'm going to add this to my test Discord server. So we're gonna add it to test server for pronoun robot. It will be your server. Just give them all of the all of the permissions. So yeah, it does that. And now actually I'm going to open Discord from my browser so that it is easier for me to do this in. It should be, this should do it. So I have my test pronoun role. As you can see, Zira showed up. What I like to do is make another channel, and I call it assign role or role spot, that sort of thing. And what you do, I'm going to double check what Zira's documentation is for this. So basically what you want to do first is you want to set Zira to a channel. So what you do is you do Z slash it's Z slash channel and then the hashtag channel. So Z slash channel hashtag assign role. And now Zira will set this. So now you only have to do that once. That'll be the only time you have to do that. Um, the next thing you do is you're going to want to type up your message. What I generally like to do is I'll do like bold pronouns, big letters, and basically say like you can use this autorole to set pronoun roles in the server if, and how what I like to put it is if you're referring to someone while messaging, please make an effort to double check the pronouns by clicking on the user. And let's say you want to use it to like be able to edit in tournament. Say I will also, or we will also be using this to add pronouns to tournament streams, and then say, please let me know if you do not want your pronouns on the stream. And then, most importantly, what I would like to add is that, sometimes people use pronouns that aren't what I consider like the basic three: they, them, she, her, him, he, him. So I would just add a thing saying, like, if you have a pronoun not listed here, please DM me and I will give you a role for your pronouns. And then, oh, I sent it early. Okay. So then I do React with, and what I just use 1, 2, and 3 for they, them pronouns. React with 2 for she, her, and these can be in whatever order. It doesn't really matter. And react with 3 for he, him pronouns. And then you'll have this message. So next thing that I would do is I would do z message. And what you got to do is you got to click on here and you got to click copy ID. If copy ID isn't there, what you have to do is go to your settings. And then I believe it is under, there's a certain setting you have to turn on. It might be under voice and video. It is not. I do not want to turn on my microphone for Discord. It's under a certain area, basically. I think it may be under appearance. You want to turn on this developer mode. So yeah, this just gives you, if you don't have that, turn on that. So what you want to do is you want to copy ID and you do z/message and you copy that ID and that sets Zira to work on that message. From here, you want to make the roles for your pronoun bot. So what you're gonna want to go do is to go to your server settings. You want to add roles for each of them. So they, them, and just make sure that the permissions are all right. I would turn off this one, just personal preference, and then you would just change the name for, make the name for each of them. I usually use caps. I just think it looks cleaner. And then he, him. And obviously you would go here as well if you want to add a specific pronoun one. Save changes. Then it's pretty simple from here on out. You do z/add, and then you say, I set it to 1, so it would be, and then 1, and then I would add they, them. And what that does is you can see there's a little reaction there. So it reacts with 1, and then 0 gets, well, 0 doesn't do that, but it adds a reaction rel for that. And then you do that for each of them. And I'll show you that it works for each of them. z/add 3, and then you add he, him. You can also, I believe you can use the role codes. So basically, yeah, you'll see there's a reaction under each of them. And basically, when you click on them, you get that. So now I have the they, them role. And if someone uses multiple pronouns, they can click on another one and they'll have that. I believe if you undo it, it will also take away that role. Yep. It takes away that role. So it does that all for you. Once you have this all set up to this point, you can delete all of these messages and then you'll have a nice clean little robot. Yeah, and these messages too, these messages, they can all be deleted. I'm not going to go through all of them. And again, you can use this for any sort of notification, like let me go to Cyclone Waltz, for example. Cyclone Waltz, I have it set to role assignment. I also have this one, I do a ping for when I post a bracket and updates about my bracket. And in Chicago Melty Blood, we have the net play role for net play, and then we have a locals role. So when the locals come back, we'll have like pings for locals. So yeah, that's it for all that. I hope you find that useful if you run fighting game servers. And frankly, I just think this is something more servers should be doing. It's a really simple, easy way. It puts the control into the player's hands. And yeah, have a nice day.